Coochie gonna stink sometimes. It is what it is.
Look at that.
I don't want them so much that I'm willing to leave the country to avoid them.
In Thailand, it's so much easier to get a wife.
It's not educated. It doesn't have a lot of money.
Please come to the front. Where are all the passport bros?
Why do y'all be on social media talking about black women that you're not interested in? Allegedly.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get all my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
I wish women really understood nowadays how horrible we present ourselves on social media and publicly when it comes to conversations about money and men making money.
I think it was Mark Twain that said, "It's easier to fool people than it is to convince them that they have been fooled." The question is not if you have the skill to obtain and sleep with modern women. This is no feat to brag about. Honestly, to use the discipline of ice cold pimping in this matter should be considered an abomination.
You ain't no pimp. You're a rest haven for hoes.
There is no glory in being the king of vermin, especially with ladies that live like this.
Coochie gonna stink sometimes.
Damn, these girls, I don't know what it is.
It is what it is.
Toilet paper, I just use soap and water to wash my dirty bottom. I smell like candy cotton.
And some people may be like, ew, girl, like, no, that's not normal. Nobody said it was normal, but it's common.
Extra, extra. That's why we always wash it. Ooh.
Yes. Especially at the end, did you see the way she mentioned stink Gina like it was nothing? This is what the problem is. The woman said in the beginning, women act this way and present themselves a certain way, and they expect you to deal with it. You have no choice but to put up with the stink cuter. You have no choice but to put up with my independent hood. I had a hard time. I had to be manly. I had to be.
Black girls called you ugly? So do you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome? The black girls called you ugly. So you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome?
Do you have your passport to get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America, America.
This is okay. This is literally okay. Let men do this, though. This is the way men are carrying it, and these guys have no problem carrying it this way. How they carrying it, even though all that danger is happening in Colombia, guys are still going. Why is that? Why would they? Take a look at this.
That's what we do, right? Yeah.
Move to Colombia and not care what she says or argue with your wife in America. This is exactly what guys are doing. You see this woman here? Regular woman, thicker than a snicker. This is exactly why guys don't care. This is exactly why guys still go to Colombia. Because they want this. Does this woman look like a pay girl to you? Not really, no, not at all. But she got the bunky, shinduki. It's bunking. Look at her. Look at that. That's a regular girl. And she's showing it off too. Look at that. Yes. And this is why guys are leaving with a smile, baby.
Women get rejected? Oh, it's deep.
And there you have it. Passport bros. This is why the women hate passport bros so much. They hate them because they are a judgment on the American modern Western woman, right? It's guys saying, I'm not going to marry these women. I don't want these women. I don't even want to deal with them. I don't want them so much that I'm willing to leave the country to avoid them.
Word.
That's what the passport bros are. And women hate it. So they will not have an honest conversation with anybody within that movement. They won't have an honest conversation about that movement. Those guys are saying unequivocally that they don't like the mindset and that they of Western women, and that they feel Western women, the principles, morals, the values of these women are not moral. That's what they've come up with. And so guys are leaving the country to avoid dealing with these women. They don't want to deal with these women. And so what are the women doing here? What are Western women doing? Let me teach you guys something. When somebody cannot control you, they want to control how other people see you. Okay? So the primary tools of folks who move like this, and this is feminine energy, right? This is how women commit violence against people. How men commit violence is with their fist, right? But women commit violence with reputation assassination. Women commit violence with innuendo. Women commit violence by, character assassination, right? So what they're doing is they have a straw man argument they've made. These guys are all tourists. They're all traffickers. They're looking to economically oppress other women. They're looking to try to use their money to victimize women. They're all of this craziness. That's what they're saying about these guys, because they refuse to deal with the fact that what these men are saying, and they're saying it very clear, right? They're not making any channels about sex tourism or anything like that. They're not making content trying to advocate that. These men are saying, hey, if you don't want to deal with Western modern women, then you have to leave the West. That's what they're saying. And the women refuse to deal with that, the premise of their entire movement. They instead are straw manning that premise and arguing against their straw man. And it is that you're too weak, your penis is too small, you don't make enough money, whatever it is. That's what they're saying the reason is for why these men are passport bros, why they want to leave the country. And it all boils down to ego. They absolutely hate rejection, even by men they don't.
And that's what's happening. There you have it. And at the end, he was going to say they hate rejection, even by men they don't want. Yes, that's very true. They hate rejection, even by men they don't want. And why is that, right? That was who they were going to go for when they're all around. And who's the guys that have no kids? A lot of guys that are leaving. Who's the guys that say, oh, well, I don't really want to be with you because you don't have any babies? Or what girls starting to say now, they stopped that argument. Now they're starting to say, oh, a man can't have no kids. A man's going to take care of me and my kids, my 5 kids. And what guys are saying, no, I'm not. This is the way. What are they saying? Beauty, cooperation, and something feminine and delicate.
Because in Thailand, it's so much easier to get a wife and get a girlfriend.
Which is exactly what predatory and toxic men are hoping.
Here we go again.
For. These men, these passport bros, go to foreign countries such as Thailand because they know they're going to find a woman that's not educated.
And women like you is the reason why they're getting it. Because y'all do sound language. Shaming, insulting, guilt, and need to be right.
That doesn't have a lot of money. That is more willing to do things and be submissive to men with toxic and predatory behavior.
So what things are they trying to do? Huh? Give us loving? Explain that. More than toxic masculinity and all that other stuff. What do you got to say? I want to see from this argument on, from the rest of her argument, is she going to say something different or is she going from the same modern woman playbook? All right, let's see.
Behaviors. Now, these men failed in their own country because women are more educated and they're not willing to put up with violent and abusive behaviors. So they hope to go to a different country to find women that will do whatever they say. They are preying on vulnerable women who really, for the most part, don't have a lot for themselves, so they're willing to accept and do anything. But sometimes a lot of them, when they finally get married to these men and they come here to the country and then they get educated themselves.
Oh, see? Now that's the thing guys are most likely not trying to do unless they have to. Unless a guy can't relocate himself, he'll go back. But a guy's trying to do that? No, that's not the argument we're saying. That's not what we're saying. But guys are doing it, and that's why, hence, you have a woman like this saying what she's saying.
A lot of times they leave their men after a while, and they have all the money because the dumb passport bros didn't realize that their wives were going to be educated. Now, I've been to Thailand, I've been to many countries many times, and I wanted to check out with my friends the red light district in Bangkok because I want to see what it's all about. And it kind of, when we got there, it kind of looks like an old-fashioned apartment complex, like an open apartment complex that had 2 floors. The bottom floor were all of the adult workers that were cisgendered women, and then the top floor were the adult workers that were trans workers, or they call themselves lady boys. And in the middle was a big giant bar. So we sat at the bar so we can be voyeurs to see what type of men came in there and what floor would they go to. We'd make bets on them. But these men are just your average men, businessmen, single men, married men, groups of men for a bachelor party, groups of frat boys. And we would take bets where they would go above or below. And sometimes they went both. They went up and did whatever they were going to do with both. So if you know a man or your husband says, I'm going to go to Thailand with my friends, it's going to be so fun, I would be very wary about any man going to Thailand with male friends or without their wives. I would be very wary.
They have same old argument, same old nonsense. While they're having a good old time doing what they want to do. Just like I showed in the beginning. They were saying, yeah, when African men do that little shoulder dance, that's fine. But a guy doing anything is bad. But let's keep moving. Let's keep moving.
Calling all passport bros, please come to the front. Please come to the front. Please come to the front. Where are all the passport bros? Passport bros, come to the front, please. All you come to the front. This is a very important.
So, you see this here? You see this attitude? Oh, you knuckers. Knuckers. Come to the front, knucker. She's aggressive.
Women don't have woman game anymore.
No, because we're told that, to get what you want, you have to be aggressive and imposing.
Yes, combative.
Mm-hmm,
and
combative.
Like a man, you have to be overt. Women are the masters of subliminal speak. Read between the lines of what she's saying, right? Like women have their own kind of language that men sort of miss all the time.
Oh, you knuckers. Come to the front now. You better get over here when I call your name, knucker. She do lips like that too. That's what she doing. Where all the knuckers come to the front. Let me let her finish.
Important PSA. I'm gonna put y'all on blast. Which y'all ignorant asses. Where are all the black men who can't stand black women and they're traveling into?
Oh no. Guys are not saying they can't stand black women. Guys are saying we love black women. And guys are finding black women that will be on their program. Because there's black women, but she's going to say Colombia. There's black woman, Brazil. Hell, there's even black women in the Philippines. There's black Filipinas. And if you can't see a Filipina, you can find a black woman. Or guys are going out. Guys are going everywhere. Nobody hates black women. Nobody hates you. They don't like you. Let's keep going.
Other countries to go find their wives. This video is for you fellas. Well. 8 Americans are off in Colombia.
Couldn't wait to say that, right? Couldn't wait. See, the whole thing is to belittle and make you feel like, oh, I shouldn't go out there. But if something happens with one place, a passport broker just say, you know what? Okay, I don't really trust that area. I don't trust it. Let me go over here. Let me see where I can travel to in the war right now in my video Rolodex. Let's say they can go here.
I am sick. I am sick of your. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
Yes, so you see that there? This man said, you know what? That looks like a Colombian woman or a woman from somewhere. And it says passport bros making them upset. Didn't that last woman look upset? Now, this is not a woman that's upset, but who is he with? That's not a black woman, but that's with a Spanish woman. Doesn't matter what they say. A guy can still go to Colombia and find him something. Tread carefully. Don't be out there all willy-nilly, not paying attention to anything, picking up girls from the strip. Go somewhere else. A guy can easily do that.
And before y'all come for me, understand I have no dog in this fight. Understand that I don't care if you go or not. But see, people who are going to be about something, they're just going to do it without talking. Because if y'all are really serious about going, why are y'all throwing it in black women's faces that y'all are going?
That's what who said.
Why do y'all be on social media talking about black women that you're not interested in? Allegedly. See, a lot of these dudes overseas and men that are white and other race of men are not on platforms talking about white women and why they go overseas. They just go. White men have been doing this since the early 80s. Most of these men in the military were doing
Guys have been doing it longer than that. Way longer than the early 80s. Well, let me let her finish.
it. My dad was in the military for 17 years. 7 to 22 years, I can't remember. But he was in Vietnam. So let me tell you something. My dad could have brought home a Vietnamese woman. But he married a black woman. My mother. So at the end of the day, if you don't want black women, that is fine. But let me say the same thing as I would tell somebody who's dating someone that's white. You shouldn't be talking about white people and you're married to somebody that is white. You shouldn't be talking about black women if black women are not your preference. This is why everybody keeps bringing up the word colorism and why they keep bringing up discrimination. Look at you! Because this is why it seems like it is colorism and discrimination.
No, it's not. It's not colorism discrimination. Let me tell you what's going on, lady. And all of you women, what's going on. See, the whole thing is these women are mad because they feel that rejection. At the end of the day, women hate passport bros because they're rejected. They're rejected by them. That's the fact of the matter. And there's no getting away from it. And I gotta call it how I see it, right? Sorry about that, lady. By the looks of you, it looks like you can't put a weave on your head. You showing a great example of why guys leaving. Because women like you before have expected one of us to take you by the hand and take your hand in marriage. Yes, I bet you have. And that's why you feel like you said you have no dog in this fight. Oh, you do have a dog in this fight. Because you will love a passport bro to walk you down that aisle and make you his wife, even smack you in the bottom from time to time. Make you feel like a woman. Bah! How that feel? Bah! Feel that love? That rough love. That you like that? Bah! You like that, girl? I bet you want that. That's what I do on my wife, you know. Girl, women want that. I know you want that from a passport bro. I know you do. I know you love us. I know you watching me right now in the video, ain't you? Ain't you, big girl? Let me stop. But yeah, this is exactly why guys are leaving. Because all guys realize
This is the way.
Passport bros, cash for no.
this is why you mad. And it's definitely more to life than staying around and listening to that.
So he's coming.